So I saw an ad for this series randomly, and I was like, oh crap, they're gonna make that and it's coming out soon? Oh, I am so gonna watch it. And then I found out that no, that was part two, there was part one. I was like, how in the world did I ever miss something like this coming out? So I decided to get my emotion string heart things, whatever. Some people apparently have souls, I don't think I do. But either way, wanted to get it right in the emotional center. So I watched Selena. Alright guys, gals, and everything in between, I'm here today to review for you Selena, the series, part 1. So Selena, the series, part 1 is a Netflix show about the life of Selena, aka one of the most famous Latin singers, if not the most famous, other than maybe Vicente Fernandez. For those of you who don't know, I actually am a huge Latin music fan. I am legitimately a massive Latin music fan. I actually listen to Spanish music more than American music. I listen to it all, like Selena, Prince Royce, Wisin and Yandel, all of these people, and I'm just like, yeah, and I pulled this out of my shelf earlier, and I was like, oh, I am so gonna jam out to that tonight. And yeah, as you're probably watching this, I will be jamming out to this. Selena the series part 1 is 9 parts chronologically following the life of Selena and kind of her rise to stardom. The part 1 really showed where they started in the beginning, where they're playing in backyards at weddings, and she just has this incredible gift of music. Selena is played by Christian Serratos, and she does an absolutely excellent job. I believed her performance from beginning to end, and she really just conveys the inner child of Selena so well. This show really tugs at your heartstrings because while the movie from back in the day with Jennifer Lopez is iconic and incredible, and I don't know how accurate all of this is. I'm not like a massive history buff on the full story, so I don't know where they took liberties and where they didn't. That being said, the basically 8 to 9 hours of getting these characters introduced and building them, these people, they feel real and all of their motives make sense. This show actually, Selena the series, follows the father quite a lot. That is one of the real driving forces of the show. It shows his motives, his motivation, why he's pushing Selena to her limits constantly, and you're like, dude, slow down and let her grow up and be a child. And he just doesn't. He's like, nope, you had one hit, what about your second hit? You gotta have your second hit. Oh, we sold this many, now we gotta sell this many. He just always is pushing her, and while you could easily portray that as more of kind of like the antagonist, in all reality, there's not really an antagonist, well, until later, part 2, there's not really a character that you're like, wow, they're being a jerk. Like, even with her father, they showed him being a father and showing that he wasn't just always so stoic and strict, but why his motives were there. They did a lot of flashbacks with that, and it was really a powerful tool. This show really tugs at the heartstrings, and if you know the real life story of Selena, that means part 2, I am going to be an emotional wreck. I can't stress it enough. I really liked it. Now, did it need to be 9 parts? I don't think so. I think 6 would have been a perfect length, because I was at about the 6-hour mark, and I was just sitting there like, well, I mean, there was some of that I'm like, I don't necessarily need every little detail, but when all 9 parts was completed, I felt like I went on this journey with Selena, and that was amazing, because Selena, you see this girl who just wants to be a girl and enjoy life, and it's so touching, and it's so heartwarming and simultaneously heartbreaking, because you just see like a girl being thrust into the world, like, you're a superstar now, you have to do all of this, and she tries at every corner to be this beautiful, optimistic soul, and she can't. And she's just trying to stay happy and be her best, and she wants to date, she wants to go have fun with her friends, she wants to go to the movies, but no, you have a career to uphold. It heightens your appreciation for the music, and I also think that if you aren't familiar with Selena, this would be a really good series to watch, because then it's kind of like, oh, holy crap, this is a real person, this is a real thing that happened. And also, the music when it was on, oh my god, was I grooving along to it. I was sitting there like, yeah. Oh, it sounds great. They did an amazing job filming it. It all just looked great, and it fit for the time period, and I was just having a blast every time the songs came on. It was really neat to see how they came up with her, with a lot of their songs. A.B., her brother, that actor, dude, he rocked the house, and all of them, just, you see these touching moments with every character, and you're just kind of like, oh, well, that's just swell. So I absolutely loved part 1 of this series. I cannot wait for part 2 in a couple weeks. I'm gonna... I'm probably gonna bawl like a baby, because there were like 4 or 5 times in this series that I won't spoil that I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get emotional. Oh, and you do. You do. This is an emotional roller coaster. So I have to say that Selena the series, I never really rank my TV shows, but I will say that this gets absolutely a big screen worthy. You should turn on an epic soundbar and just, especially when the songs come on, oh man, you're grooving along, you're dancing, you're having a good time, and then you're crying and being heartwarmed and all of this stuff. It's just everything all into one. I really enjoyed it. Again, I don't know how many liberties they took. I also have to say that because I do it in every video that they reference Oklahoma, I have to say they brought up Oklahoma and they went to Oklahoma in this show for like 10 seconds. But, you know, like I said, I always have to reference it because Oklahoma. So anyways, alright guys, gals, and everything in between, have you seen Selena the Series Part 1? Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Are you going to watch Part 2? Are you going to jam out to Selena's album tonight because it's awesome? I hope so. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Got plenty more videos coming to you. Hit that bell notification. It's what the hip kids are doing. Love you guys.